LSU Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Aggies kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Aggies kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown LSU. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And he's going to bring this one out. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And he gets rid of it.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number 1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Berry. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of haters and some of those doubters.
He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down.
Now, if you're going to defend the slant route, you've got to be physical near the line of scrimmage. You saw that on defense there.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quick give. It's Edwards. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Cuts it upfield. It's Berry. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Carr above the noise. Throws to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking for the marker. Sees an alley. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Here's Carr to throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Texas A&M, 0. Number 8 set to kick off.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Still on his feet at the 40. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Carr got out of trouble and throws. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fields the punt. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. On the run, it's Morrill. Turning it on. Got the first down. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Second and long here. Hits inside. It's Edwards. And into the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Throwing, Carr. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking for a gap. It's Berry. He's got enough. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here's Carr to throw. They'll run the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on 1st down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield, but they stayed home. They had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Carr. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're in the gun, 3rd down, here's Carr. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Splits the uprights. Good. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He makes the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down to the air. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. He's changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Gonna look downfield again. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Carr. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Long way to go on second down. Moving the pocket, it's Carr. Left side, it's Barnes. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense.
Makes the grab in their space. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Makes the grab. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pulls it in. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Again, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that.
12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air again, Carr unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's Carr to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sets his feet. It's Carr. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Edwards. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to let it go. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Air Force taking on the Bowling Green Falcons. And it's the Falcons with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement.
Sends it downfield. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw one first. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Trying to get started. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Gets it to the back. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Carr. Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Berry. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Got a little grip. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 50. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Aggie. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The corners are walked up tight. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Carr above the noise. It's caught downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Play action, Carr. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Throws to the back. Got his man. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Gain of 18. First and goal, LSU.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run it on first and goal. They put the brakes on it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And look what we've got going here. A top 10 team that is teetering after giving up that score. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with this two-point conversion attempt. Back has it. He gets it into the end zone for the two, and now they lead by a field goal. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Number 8 is set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. Got all the room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field position by kicking it out of bounds. So first down will open up the final period. Delayed handoff. It's Berry. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Hit as he throws.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th. He's got it. 1st down and more. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a 1st down here. Nice job by the quarterback making the pass, getting the 1st down.
They'll have a 1st down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. From the gun, it's Berry. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Berry. Breaks into the open. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Defense in press coverage. They'll send the tight end in motion. Caught on the RPO. Stop right there. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Needs it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Well, that's now the second time in this game that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've got it running the football. So great job by the offensive line just getting it done.
Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Young. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the 4th. Lining up to add another. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Can do that. I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Release to the back. Snags it. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's buried. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is a huge third down. They need a score to win this game, and they're not getting a ton of yards these last two plays. An incompletion followed by a short gain on a run. You got to be able to pick something here on the third down basket and go to your best player and not overthink this.
Stepping to the right. The offense coughs it up. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Fourth down, Carr. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Texas A&M would love to run out this clock. Give to the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. The run inside. It's Edwards. Across the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution. The guys are going to have to do a better job individually, but that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season.